RTA test is your last hurdle to Dubai driving freedom. Don't risk the cost and delay of a retest. This mock exam has the 50 newest high-difficulty questions for 2025. Score 90% and your license is guaranteed. Let's pass the RTA test now.
Question 1. What action must you take when you encounter this road sign? A. Stop fully at the line, then go when safe. B. Slow down and give way to traffic. C. Stop only if there is crossing traffic. D. Proceed with caution without stopping. Answers is A. Stop fully at the line, then go when safe. The stop sign requires drivers to come to a complete halt behind the stop line or before the nearest crosswalk, then check for traffic and pedestrians before proceeding when it is safe to do so. Failing to stop is a serious offense. Question 2. What is the legal speed limit on most major urban roads in the, unless otherwise by signs? A. Kilometers per hour. B. 100 kilometers per hour. C. 40 kilometers per hour. D. 120 kilometers per hour. Answers is A. The general speed limit on urban roads in the is typically between 60 and 80. Always observe specific speed limit signs as they can vary by location and road type. Question 3. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A sharp curve to the right is ahead. B. A sharp curve to the left is ahead. C. Road narrows from the right. D. Right turn is prohibited. Answers is A sharp curve to the right is ahead. This warning sign indicates that there is a sharp curve in the road ahead, turning towards the right. Drivers should slow down and be prepared to steer through the curve safely. Question 4. What does this sign mean regarding vehicles' dimensions? A. Vehicles exceeding 3.5 meters in height are prohibited. B. Vehicles with a maximum speed of 35 kilometers per hour. C. Minimum height allowed is 3.5 meters. D. No vehicles over 3.5 tons allowed. Answers is A. Vehicles exceeding 3.5 meters in height are prohibited. This prohibitory sign indicates a maximum height limit. Vehicles taller than 3.5 meters are not allowed to pass beyond this point, typically due to overhead obstructions like bridges or tunnels. Question 5. When is it permissible to use your vehicle's horn in the A. To warn other drivers of danger. B. To greet other drivers. C. To express frustration. D. To get attention in traffic jams. Answers is A. To warn other drivers of danger. In the horn should only be used to prevent an accident or to warn other road users of immediate danger. Misuse of the horn can result in fines and
You're still watching, which means you're serious about passing your RTA test. Hit the like button and subscribe now. It helps us make more guaranteed practice exams for you. Let's get back to the questions.
Question 6. What action should a driver take upon seeing this warning sign? A. Prepare for a sharp curve to the left. B. Prepare for a sharp curve to the right. C. Road narrows ahead from the left. D. Left turn is mandatory. Answers is A. Prepare for a sharp curve to the left. This sign warns drivers of an upcoming sharp bend to the left. It is important to reduce speed and position the vehicle appropriately to navigate the curve safely. Question 7. What does this sign instruct drivers to do? A parking area. B. No parking allowed here. C. Disabled parking only. D. Stopping is prohibited. Answers is A parking area. This informative sign indicates a parking facility or area where parking is permitted. Drivers should ensure they park legally within spaces. Question 8. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a main road in the A. Move to the hard shoulder, activate hazard lights, place warning triangle. B. Stay in the lane and wait for assistance. C. Attempt to fix it immediately in the lane. D. Walk away from the vehicle to get help. Answers is A. Move to the hard shoulder, activate hazard lights, place warning triangle. If your vehicle breaks down, move it to the hard shoulder if possible. Turn on your hazard lights, place a warning triangle at an appropriate distance behind your vehicle, and call for assistance. Stay in a safe location. Question 9. What does this sign mean for vehicles? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. Stop and give way. C. No entry. D. Right of way. Answers is A. Yield to oncoming traffic. This sign, commonly known as a give way or yield sign, means you must slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary to give way to traffic on the road you are entering or crossing. Question 10. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Approaching a two-way traffic section. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Divided highway begins. D. No entry for vehicles. Answers is A. Approaching a two-way traffic section. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead will feature two-way traffic, meaning vehicles will be traveling in opposite directions. Drivers should be vigilant and maintain their lane. Question 11. What is the primary purpose of wearing A in the A. To ensure personal safety in case of an accident. B. To avoid a fine from traffic police. C. To feel more comfortable while driving. D. To comply with car manufacturer guidelines. Answers is A. To ensure personal safety in case of an accident. Wearing A is mandatory for all occupants in a vehicle in the. Its primary purpose is to significantly reduce the risk of serious injury or fatality in the event of a collision by restraining the occupant. Question 12. What does this sign signify on the road? A. No entry for all vehicles. B. One-way traffic ahead. C. Yield to oncoming traffic. D. End of speed limit zone. Answers is A. No entry for all vehicles. This prohibitory sign indicates no entry. It means that all vehicles are forbidden from entering the road or area beyond the sign, typically at the exit of a one-way street or a prohibited access point. Question 13. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. The road narrows from both sides. B. The road widens ahead. C. A tunnel is approaching. D. Divided highway begins. Answers is A. The road narrows from both sides. This warning sign alerts drivers that the road ahead will narrow from both the left and right sides. Drivers should prepare to adjust their speed and position accordingly and be aware of potential oncoming traffic. Question 14. What is the consequence of driving under the influence of alcohol in the A. Severe, including fines, imprisonment, and deportation. B. A minor fine and a warning. C. Temporary license suspension. D. Community service. Answers is A. Severe, including fines, imprisonment, and deportation. The has a policy for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Offenders face severe legal consequences, including heavy fines, imprisonment, confiscation of the vehicle, and deportation for expatriates. Question 15. What does this regulatory sign mean? A. No entry for motor vehicles. B. Motor vehicles only. C. Parking for motor vehicles. D. End of motor vehicle lane. Answers is A. No entry for motor vehicles. This sign indicates no entry for motor vehicles. It prohibits any motorized vehicle from entering the road or area beyond the sign. This might be for pedestrian zones or specific vehicle types. Question 16. What does this warning sign tell you? A. The road narrows from the right side. B. The road narrows from the left side. C. Right lane ends. D. Merging traffic from the right. Answers is A. The road narrows from the right side. This warning sign indicates that the road ahead will narrow specifically from the right side. Drivers should be aware of the change in road width and adjust their position and speed safely. Question 17. What does this regulatory sign prohibit? A. No entry for motorcycles. B. Motorcycles only. C. Motorcycle parking. D. Motorcycles not allowed to turn. Answers is A. No entry for motorcycles. This sign indicates no entry for motorcycles. It means that motorcycles are prohibited from entering the road or area beyond the sign. This might be in areas where motorcycle access is restricted. Question 18. How should you react to an emergency vehicle, e.g., ambulance, police with flashing lights and sirens in the A. Pull over to the side of the road and stop to allow it to pass. B. Speed up to get out of its way. C. Follow closely behind it to get through traffic. D. Continue driving normally if it's in another lane. Answers is A. Pull over to the side of the road and stop to allow it to pass. When an emergency vehicle approaches with flashing lights and sirens, you must safely pull over to the nearest side of the road and stop, allowing the emergency vehicle to pass unimpeded. Failure to do so can result in serious fines. Question 19. What does this sign warn about pedestrians? A. Children crossing or playing near the road. B. Pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Pedestrian zone only. D. School zone with adult crossing guard. Answers is A. Children crossing or playing near the road. This warning sign indicates that children may be crossing or playing in the vicinity of the road, often near schools or residential areas. Drivers should exercise extreme caution, reduce speed, and be prepared to stop. Question 20. What does this regulatory sign mean for cyclists? A. No entry for bicycles. B. Only. C. Bicycle lane ahead. D. Parking for bicycles. Answers is A. No entry for bicycles. This sign prohibits bicycles from entering the road or area beyond it. It is typically used to restrict bicycle access to motor lanes or specific zones. Question 21. What does this sign indicate to drivers? A. Road work ahead, expect delays. B. Traffic congestion ahead. C. Heavy machinery operating. D. Detour ahead. Answers is A. Road work ahead, expect delays. This warning sign indicates that road work or construction is in progress ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, be alert for workers, equipment, and changed road conditions, and follow any temporary signs. Question 22. What is the legal requirement for child car seats in the A. Children up to 4 years old must be in a car seat. B. children up to 2 years old must be in a car seat. C. Only infants need car seats. D. Children can sit anywhere as long as they wear. Answers is A. Children up to 4 years old must be in a car seat. In the, it is mandatory for children up to 4 years of age to be seated in a child car seat. This is a crucial safety measure to protect young passengers in the event of a collision. Question 23. What does this sign mean for turns? A. No U-turn allowed. B. U-turn is mandatory. C. U-turn facility ahead. D. Turn right ahead. Answers is A. No U-turn allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a U-turn is not allowed at this location. Drivers must find an alternative route to change direction. Question 24. What does this warning sign indicate about the road surface? A. Slippery road ahead, especially when wet. B. Road under construction. C. Rough road ahead. D. Speed bump ahead. Answers is A. Slippery road ahead, especially when wet. This sign warns drivers of a slippery road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed, avoid sudden braking or steering, and increase following distance, especially in wet or adverse conditions. Question 25. What does this sign mean regarding turns at an intersection? A. No left turn allowed. B. Left turn only. C. Turn left ahead. D. Right turn prohibited. Answers is A. No left turn allowed. This prohibitory sign indicates that making a left turn is not allowed at the intersection or point where the sign is posted. Drivers must proceed straight or turn right if permitted.
You're still watching, which means you're serious about passing your RTA test. Hit the like button and subscribe now. It helps us make more guaranteed practice exams for you. Let's get back to the questions.
Question 26. What is the correct procedure for changing lanes safely in the A. Check mirrors, signal, check blind spot, then gradually move. B. Signal, then immediately change lanes. C. Accelerate and quickly move into the next lane. D. Check only the mirror before changing. Answers is A. Check mirrors, signal, check blind spot, then gradually move. To change lanes safely, drivers must first check their and side mirrors, activate their turn signal, check their blind spot, and then gradually and smoothly move into the desired lane when it is safe to do so. Question 27. What does this sign indicate about the road's incline? A steep downhill gradient is ahead. B. A steep uphill gradient is ahead. C. Road ahead is flat. D. Road may be icy. Answers is A. A steep downhill gradient is ahead. This warning sign indicates a steep downhill slope ahead, with a gradient of. Drivers should engage a lower gear to use engine braking and avoid overheating their brakes, maintaining control of speed. Question 28. What does this sign indicate about vehicle weight? A. Vehicles exceeding 5 tons gross weight are prohibited. B. Minimum weight required is 5 tons. C. Speed limit is 55 kilometers per hour. D. No vehicles with axle load over 5 tons. Answers is A. Vehicles exceeding 5 tons gross weight are prohibited. This prohibitory sign indicates a maximum gross vehicle weight limit. Vehicles with a total weight, including cargo exceeding 5 tons, are not permitted to proceed beyond this point. Question 29. What is the purpose of reflective studs or cat's eyes on roads? A. To guide drivers and mark lanes, especially at night or in fog. B. To indicate pedestrian crossings. C. To alert drivers of speed cameras. D. To prevent speeding on highways. Answers is A. To guide drivers and mark lanes, especially at night or in fog. Reflective studs or cat's eyes are used to improve visibility of lane markings, road edges, and dangerous curves, particularly during low light conditions, heavy rain, or fog, enhancing driver guidance and safety. Question 30. What does this sign tell you about vehicles? A. No entry for vehicles with an axle load exceeding 5 tons. B. Vehicles over 5 tons length prohibited. C. Vehicles with more than 5 wheels prohibited. D. Maximum speed for heavy vehicles is 55 kilometers per hour. Answers is A. No entry for vehicles with an axle load exceeding 5 tons. This sign indicates a maximum axle load limit. Vehicles with a weight exceeding 5 tons on any single axle are prohibited from entering, typically to protect bridges or weaker road surfaces. Question 31. What does this warning sign indicate to drivers? A. A steep uphill gradient is ahead. B. A steep downhill gradient is ahead. C. Road ahead is rough. D. Road is winding. Answers is A. A steep uphill gradient is ahead. This sign indicates a steep uphill gradient ahead. Drivers should select an appropriate lower gear to maintain power and speed without straining the engine, especially for heavy vehicles. Question 32. What does this sign mean for following distances? A. Maintain a minimum distance of 70 meters between vehicles. B. Speed limit is 70 kilometers per hour. C. No vehicles over 70 meters long. D. Maximum distance allowed is 70 meters. Answers is A. Maintain a minimum distance of 70 meters between vehicles. This regulatory sign indicates a mandatory minimum safe following distance of 70 meters between vehicles. This is crucial for safety, especially on highways or in tunnels, to allow adequate braking time. Question 33. What should you do if you encounter a dust storm while driving in the A. Slow down, turn on low beam headlights, and use hazard lights if visibility is severely. B. Maintain current speed to get through it quickly. C. Turn on high beam headlights. D. Pull over immediately in the traffic lane. Answers is A. Slow down, turn on low beam headlights, and use hazard lights if visibility is severely. During a dust storm, visibility can drop dramatically. Reduce speed, turn on low beam headlights not high beam, which can reflect dust, and use hazard lights if visibility is severely impaired. If visibility is 0, pull over safely to the hard shoulder. Question 34. What does this sign prohibit? A. Overtaking by all motor vehicles is prohibited. B. Overtaking by trucks only. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. Minimum speed limit. Answers is A. Overtaking by all motor vehicles is prohibited. This prohibitory sign indicates no overtaking for all motor vehicles. Drivers must not pass other vehicles in this zone due to safety reasons such as limited visibility, sharp curves, or high traffic density. Question 35. What does this warning sign indicate? A. Road narrows from the left side. B. Road narrows from the right side. C. Left lane ends. D. Merging traffic from the left. Answers is A. Road narrows from the left side. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead will narrow from the left side. It's crucial to be aware of the reduction in road width and adjust driving accordingly, potentially merging right if needed. Question 36. What does this sign mean for heavy vehicles? A. No overtaking by goods vehicles trucks. B. Trucks only lane. C. Parking for goods vehicles. D. Trucks must maintain speed. Answers is A. No overtaking by goods vehicles trucks. This prohibitory sign means that goods vehicles trucks are forbidden from overtaking other vehicles in this area. This restriction is usually put in place for safety, especially on uphill gradients or busy roads. Question 37. When approaching a roundabout in the, what is the general rule for giving way? A. Give way to traffic already in the roundabout. B. Traffic entering the roundabout has priority. C. Give way to traffic from the left. D. Give way to traffic from the right. Answers is A. Give way to traffic already in the roundabout. In the general rule for roundabouts is to give way to traffic already circulating within the roundabout. Always look left and yield to vehicles approaching from your left that are already in the roundabout. Question 38. What does this sign indicate about speeding? A speed limit of 50 km per hour is enforced. B. Minimum speed allowed is 50 km per hour. C. Recommended speed is 50 km per hour. D. No vehicles over 50 tons. Answers is A speed limit of 50 is enforced. This regulatory sign indicates a maximum speed limit. Drivers must not exceed 50 in the area where this sign is posted. Adhering to speed limits is crucial for road safety. Question 39. What does this sign mean for animals? A. Beware of domestic animals crossing or on the road. B. Wild animals crossing ahead. C. Animal crossing only. D. Farm ahead. Answers is A. Beware of domestic animals crossing or on the road. This warning sign alerts drivers to the potential presence of domestic animals, such as camels or goats, on or near the road. Drivers should be cautious, reduce speed, and be prepared to stop to avoid collisions. Question 40. What does this regulatory sign mean for vehicles? A. Minimum speed limit of 50 km per hour required. B. Maximum speed limit of 50 km per hour. C. Recommended speed is 50 km per hour. D. Vehicles must not exceed 50 tons. Answers is A. Minimum speed limit of 50 required. This mandatory sign indicates a minimum speed limit. Drivers are required to maintain a speed of at least 50 unless road conditions or traffic necessitate a slower speed. It helps ensure smooth traffic flow. Question 41. What should you do if you witness an accident on the road in the A. Stop safely, secure the scene, call emergency services, and assist if safe. B. Drive past quickly to avoid congestion. C. Take photos and post them on social media. D. Wait for other drivers to call emergency services. Answers is A. Stop safely, secure the scene, call emergency services, and assist if safe. If you witness an accident, stop your vehicle safely away from the scene, activate hazard lights, and if necessary, place a warning triangle. Call 999 for police and ambulance, and offer assistance to the injured only if it is safe to do so. Question 42. What does this sign instruct drivers to do? A. The minimum speed limit of 50 km per hour has ended. B. The maximum speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour has ended. C. Speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour is now in effect. D. No speed limit applies ahead. Answers is A. The minimum speed limit of 50 has ended. This sign indicates the end of the minimum speed limit, previously set at 50. Drivers are no longer required to maintain at least 50, but must still adhere to any general or posted maximum speed limits. Question 43. What does this sign warn about at the road edge? A. Unprotected quayside or riverbank ahead. B. Steep drop-off on the side of the road. C. Bridge crossing ahead. D. Risk of flooding. Answers is A. Unprotected quayside or riverbank ahead. This warning sign indicates an unprotected quayside or riverbank ahead, meaning there is a risk of falling into water if a vehicle deviates from the road. Drivers should be extremely cautious and maintain distance from the edge. Question 44. What does this sign mean for parking? A. No stopping allowed at any time. B. No parking allowed. C. Parking zone begins. D. Stopping allowed for only. Answers is A. No stopping allowed at any time. This prohibitory sign means no stopping. Drivers are forbidden from stopping their vehicles for any reason, even temporarily, to pick off passengers in the area where this sign is displayed. This is stricter than no parking. Question 45. What is the rule regarding mobile phone use while driving in the A. Using a handheld mobile phone while driving is strictly prohibited. B. It is allowed for calls using a hands-free device. C. You can use it if traffic is slow. D. You can use it for navigation only. Answers is A. Using a handheld mobile phone while driving is strictly prohibited. Using a handheld mobile phone for calls, texting, or any other purpose while driving is strictly prohibited in the This is considered a major distraction and heavy fines and black points. Hands-free devices are permitted.
You're still watching, which means you're serious about passing your RTA test. Hit the like button and subscribe now. It helps us make more guaranteed practice exams for you. Let's get back to the questions.
Question 46. What does this sign mean regarding stopping? A. No parking allowed. B. No stopping allowed. C. Parking for disabled only. D. Parking permitted. Answers is A. No parking allowed. This prohibitory sign means no parking. You are allowed to stop temporarily to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, but you cannot leave your vehicle unattended or stop for an extended period. This is less restrictive than no stopping. Question 47. What does this sign indicate about the end of a restriction? A. All previous prohibitions are now lifted. B. End of speed limit only. C. End of no overtaking zone. D. Start of a new zone. Answers is A. All previous prohibitions are now lifted. This sign indicates the end of all prohibitions. It means that all previous regulatory restrictions that were in effect, like speed limits, no overtaking, etc., are now lifted or no longer apply beyond this point. Question 48. What does this warning sign tell you about traffic lights? A. Traffic lights are ahead, be prepared to stop. B. Traffic lights are out of order. C. Traffic signal is green. D. Pedestrian crossing ahead. Answers is A. Traffic lights are ahead, be prepared to stop. This sign warns drivers that there is a traffic light signal ahead. Drivers should prepare to slow down and stop if necessary, depending on the signal's indication, ensuring safe approach and stopping distance. Question 49. What does this sign mean for direction of travel? A. Proceed straight ahead only. B. Turn right ahead. C. No entry. D. One-way street. Answers is A. Proceed straight ahead only. This mandatory sign indicates go straight ahead. Drivers must proceed only in the direction by the arrow, usually at an intersection or where a specific lane is for straight traffic. Question 50. What does this sign indicate about a bend? A series of bends with the first one to the right. B. A sharp curve to the right only. C. Winding road ahead. D. Road narrows from the right. Answers is A series of bends with the first one to the right. This warning sign indicates that there is a series of bends or curves ahead, and the first bend turns to the right. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to navigate multiple turns, maintaining caution.
You finished the RTA exam, and that means you're ready for the real thing. Share your results in the comments. Click the video on screen to take the hardest RTA test and guarantee your license.